Welcome back, generals, to another Let's Fix General 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Good, we got a approval here on this guy. Then I guess we are good to go. Yeah. Rebase and merge. Okay. Okay, what's next? What is this here? The game previously exited if generals A.sec and generals B.sec were not found. Since copyright protection has already been disabled in the code base, these fingerprinting files are no longer validated or used. Yeah. This change prevents unnecessary termination in such cases. It may be ideal to remove the entire presence check and related logic altogether. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. For fingerprinting, we need to ensure the presence of these files. Yeah, gensec.big, yeah. Okay. Yeah, these are the securum files, yeah. They're not necessary. Yeah. It needs to be replicated in the other game. Yeah. Yes. Yep. What do we have here? Commit number 3 fails to compile on its own and cannot be matched with rebase. Reorder the commits to break the problematic dependency. Yeah. Let's see. Remove function calls to stop all ambient spying, game logic, and fx list die. Okay. Backport, audio event info. Yeah. Synchronize. Huh? Hold on. Let me take a look at all these guys. Stop all ambience by, yeah. So there are only 3 calls to this, is that right? One, two, three, yeah. Okay. Okay, that seems fine. The title is also Yeah. Title is okay. What do you have here? Synchronize. Backport audio event info from 0 hour. Audio event info. Huh? I find the organization of the commits a bit weird. Like, why? In the first change, it removes the calls to this, but it doesn't remove the actual functions in the same change. Why not? Why does it have to be split up like this? Strange. And here it's again removes these guys. Huh? Miles audio. There are now 3 changes that remove pieces of in different places. How about put the remover for this in one change? In one commit. There are now 3 commits that remove pieces of in different places. How about put the removal for this in one commit? Yeah, I don't understand why it has to be split in 3 different commits. The problem is, if you would like revert one of these commits, then it would break, because like you would break the chain of dependencies. So I mean, not that we would do that, but it's really weird. The way this is organized is weird. Yeah, I don't like it. It indicates that there's too many commits in this change. Yeah. Yeah. I suggest create one new pull request where this stuff is removed first. Then we see next steps. Where this Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so okay, milestone. Ta-da. I may look at this one more time. Commits to. Yeah. Yeah. Squash. Okay. Okay. Fix line player to tip. Okay. The serial check has been split of this change. Only the tool tip fix remains. Okay, let's take a look at this guy here. Location count doesn't ever seem to have been set to anything but 0, so this seems like a save to backport. Yeah, okay, let's see. Backport special power update changes. Special power update module. Game type. Invalid angle, -100. Invalid angle. Okay. Is shortcut power. Shortcut power. Yeah. Let me take some notes here. Shortcuts, powers. Special power allocation, real angle. Real angle. Yeah. Real angle. Okay. Initiate intent to do special power. Way. Command options. So far it seems to be a refactor. Yeah. Mostly. Okay. Do special power using waypoints. What is this English? What does this mean? Do special power using waypoints. Ah, so it means like execute the special power by using waypoints. Ah, okay. Now I understand. It's they should have named it do special power by using waypoints. Yeah, then it would have been clearer. Okay, fair enough. Find any shortcut special power. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Shortcut power. Special power. Okay. Yeah, it looks. What is this? Return valid. Oh, okay. Oh. I see. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, what is this here? That one looks interesting. Huh. What is this bullshit here? What is this removal here? Special ability updates. Special ability updates. This looks interesting here. Location counts. Does this still exist in 0 hour? It does. It does. Because location count was removed here. Initiate intent to do special power. I wonder what the removal of this does. I think a brief check if special powers still work normal would be good. He does mention it. It's set to anything but 0. This change brings ports special power update changes from 0 hour to generals. Location counts. Yeah, so it's mostly refactor, unify, generals. It also adds special power template. Shortcut power. It also adds the shortcut power field to the special power any section. I don't know. Changes from 0. Backports, special power changes from 0. Okay. Okay, let me Okay, so next step. Um, mm, okay, so what we should do is we should take these guys and we should make a fix up commit for this one. Oops. Fix up. Sorry. Okay. And then we create a new commit for this guy. And let me put a breakpoint in there though. Here. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Debug log file. Then we go in here. It will assign a number here. 1. Okay. And then it will assign here this. Again. Okay. And now it assigns 1. Yeah. Okay. That seems to work quite well. Yeah. I see here we have an error though. There we go. Okay, fix that. Okay. Okay. Okay, so cur buff is this, debug previous is this. Yeah. Okay, this looks correct. What is this? Return value ignored. Okay, who cares? Okay, then let's say set username. Okay, use improve debug file name concat codes. Let's say simplify. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Then let me reset this change here. Then we do stash. Then we do rebase, interactive auto squash. Okay. There we go. Okay. Then we go to main branch. We create a new branch and we do manage stash, all commands ready. Create branch, fix uninitialized, let's just fix connection manager, all commands ready. Fix uninitialized in. Okay. There we go. Rename. There we go. Okay. Then we do stash pop. Then we do gen zh fix uninitialized variable reads in here. Fix uninitialized variable read in this function. Commit, push. All right. Okay. This change fixes an uninitialized variable read in that function. It happened on network match unload, network match exits. And it was this one here. It happened on network match exit in debug configuration. There. Okay. This one, call stack. Here's the error. Labels. Fix minor. Now the question is, will this change any behavior? Let me see. Let me see. Frame data not ready. Framework. If redvar framework. Commands ready. Get is quitting equals false. Okay. Okay, what do we have here? Backports, 0-hour editions. Split off. Okay. This change needs conflicts resolved. Milestone. Dev test reports. QA tester report. How do I make it? What? Please do a sanity check on special powers with change this. Please do a quick sanity check on special powers. Oh, well, that wasn't quite right here. How do we do it? Threads, creates. PR tests. There we go. Now I can delete this one here. Okay. Okay, good. So this one is created. Let's get back to our multi-client. So what I think we should do first is we need a clean. We need one change that just focuses on the multi-instance. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing else. So we shouldn't worry too much about the fake IP stuff yet. Yeah. Let me do a main. Let me do a pull rebase. Yeah. Rebase. There we go. Okay. How about we just create a change which only allows us to start 2 instances, nothing else. No fake IPs, nothing. Yeah. I think that's a good idea. So let's call it add multi-instance, multi-client. Okay, so rename. Okay, so rename. Okay, so we want to add yeah. Let me see. Okay, so basically the multi-instance, it should spawn different different locks. And what else? Let me see. It doesn't need to care about this stuff. It should do this stuff here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This one should be in there as well, yeah. Just replay name and multiple instances run on the same machine. Yeah. Okay, so basically the first change you want to do is just have two clients run in parallel that have their logs, their replays, and so on separate. But we don't care about network being able to match these clients in the same network room, right? So that would be the second step, right? And this gives like a clean cut for this feature. Yeah. So first, just multi-instance, everything necessary for the multi-instance, then everything for the fake IP. Yeah. Okay. Good. Then how do we do it? Yeah. I would say I would say we create a new branch off of this one. Multi-client 2. And then we go back here, we do reset current branch to here. We take all this, and then we have all the changes here combined. And then we take all the stuff and we stage it, and we just call it fake IP draft. Yeah. Okay. Then we go to our new branch, add multi-client. Then we cherry pick the fake IP draft, but we don't make a commit. Okay. Then we unstage all this, and now we remove everything for the IP stuff. Okay, so we remove this with this stuff here, yeah. We remove all this. And LAN lobby. There we can remove all this. Okay. We keep that. We keep that. We keep this, but not this. Yeah. Remove this. Recorder. We keep this. I need to know our own IP when using fake IPs. Yeah, we remove that. And that. We keep that. And we remove this. Okay, now we only have the instance stuff left for the most part. Yeah. Okay. So what we need now is, I think we need to make a class. We need to create a class that takes care of this instancing, of this mutex management. Yeah. Okay, how about game common? Let me see. Game common. How about we add a game. How about we call it game instance or client instance? Client instance. Include common. Game client. Client. We just call it instance, client, game client, instance. Pre-RTS. Is this using game client, yeah, common. Game client. Game window. Yeah. Instance. Client. Yeah, okay, I think what we do is we add a new file here. We call it game instance. or client instance. I don't know. Client instance. Yeah. Client instance. Okay. Then we go to game engine, source, game client. System. System. I don't know. Just put it here. Client instance, CPP. Okay. Then we search for this path. Here. Okay. We search for it here. Here. There we go. It's not found. Here. Okay, so we're looking for a game client. Here, client instance. There we go. Client instance. Et voila. Then we go to include game client. There we go. And client here. Include game client instance.h. Okay, so we have these guys added. Let's do a... Oh, that was generals, by the way. Oops. Well, let's go to 0 hour. Game client colors here. Client instance. Then we go to game client here. There we go. There we go. Client instance.h. Okay, perfect. Then we do a configure. Then we go to config, build, debug, debug, debug. We do option RTS. Debug. Is it debug? Debug. Yeah. RTS. Yeah, either we put it in debug or we put it somewhere else. Multi-instance, where would it fit? Does it fit into debug? Maybe debug. Multi-instance. Allow a build with multi-instance instancing. Build with multi-instance support. Build with multi-instance support off. Add feature, debug, multi-instance. Debug. Debug multi-instance, build with multi-instance, client instance support. Let's say includes normal debug log. Enables multi-client instance support to allow enables multi-client instance support. Multi-client instance support. Multi-client instance support. Debug multi-instance. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Good. Then here we say if multi-instance, then RTS multi-instance. Okay. 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 And then we I think we first do configure and generate. Okay, then we have debug multi-instance. We check it, configure. Okay, there's that. Then next step. Reload. So Next step, we put in our win main. Here we go ahead and we include the game client. Include game client instance .h. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And then we do then we open the client instance, these two files. Yeah. Then we will copy this header here, client instance. There we go. We put the super hackers here. Boom. Okay. And we put this guy in here. Okay. Then we do namespace RTS, and we do class client instance. Client instance. Let's do extern client instance. It will have a member unsigned int let's do include lib base type.h unsigned int instance ID. So this is public, private. Then we have a function get instance ID. Yeah, const that returns the unsigned integer, and that just returns that value. Return. There we go. And then extern client instance, the client instance. There we go. The client instance. And then in here we put we also put this mutex thingy there. Win main. So we will put this general's mutex there, this guy. We comment this here out. We put it in here. Include client instance.h. Oops, I don't know where this came from. Okay, and then we have instance ID extern, the client instance, and the RTS namespace. Let's put this outside. RTS. There we go. There we go. Namespace. And then it cannot find this guy. Okay. Probably need to game client slash client instance. Okay. So it contains a general's mutex, handle, handle, Can we... In here, we should probably call create a function initialize. There. This handle here, W types, include compat. Let me open base type dot-h. Wait, maybe a base type already includes that handle thingy. Private handle mutex handle. Base type handle. Base type core compat. Well, we will see. If we get a compile error, then we know handle is not known here, right? We will see. Okay, so mutex handle, okay. Okay. Then we got this guy. Then we put a namespace RTS. Okay. Then we go to this guy. We search for general's mutex, which is here. Then we take this guy here. Yeah, okay. Here we do include game common debug.h. Include pre-RTS. How about that? Pre-RTS. Okay. Then here we do client instance void client instance initialize, and then in here we put this garbage. Then we put here mutex handle. There we go. Oh, delete the version. So we need a bool, return bool. Yeah. Then here we need to return false. Here we return true. Bool, initialize. Then here we say if We need also a constructor. And we say instance ID starts at 0u, and the mutex handler is 0. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Maybe we do instance ID initialize. Can be called n times initializes just once. Or end is can be called n times and is initialized just once. The instance ID of this game client. Returns. How about yeah. Okay. Then here we say if m mutex handler, we should probably also do client instance client instance if that close handler, there we go. Mutex handler is not null. Okay, null. Okay, then if mutex handle, then we can already return true. Otherwise, we create that mutex. While true, yeah. Mutex handler. Here, mutex handler, boom, boom. Okay. Okay, if get last error, find window, blah, blah, blah. Debug log generals is already running. Bail. How about we move these logs out, so these won't be part of this here, and this also not. Return false. Yeah. Okay, so this looks promising. Yeah. Get last error. Otherwise it breaks here. Return true. Yeah. Okay. Then here we say if def RTS multi-instance. Yeah. And then we go in here. And now we realize E to R. I think we can. I think here we can do remove this stuff here, right? No. E to R. Is that Microsoft specific? E to R. Let me see. E to R. Yeah, I don't know. It seems to be Microsoft specific. Maybe. Well, then let's keep this here for now. Okay. I'm gonna take this guy and put them here, 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 here. Okay, boom. Okay, fantastic. Client instance. All right. Instance ID. All right. Create generals mutex. Yeah. Okay. Try again with a new instance. Yeah. Instance ID. Okay. Then here we need to say, hold on, instance ID. I think we can simplify this straight away to use the instance ID here. This one, and this one. Then we can remove this. And remove this. Create a mutex with a unique name to generals in order to determine if our app is already running. Warning, do not use this number for any other application. Okay. Try again with a new instance. Yeah. Okay, RTS multi-instance, that should work. Fantastic. I think we can remove this guy here. Okay. Yeah. And we should be able to delete this guy and these guys. Yeah. That should be it. So we can remove this here. And remove this here. Okay, beautiful. Okay, then instance ID. So right now the instance ID is pretty... instance ID, we should probably start at 0. Yeah. Instance ID is 0. Yeah. Let's make it 0U, just to be extra explicit. All right, larger 0U. There we go. Okay, fantastico. Okay, then I think this looks good. Then we go to win main, and here we will now clean up. We do the super hackers at feature Add feature, allow, enable multi-instance, support for, enable multi-instance support for, let's say, refactor moves the mutex, the client instance mutex into a class. And then inside here, the client instance, put a add feature, client instance add support for multi-client instance. Add support for launching multiple clients, multiple game clients, and keeping track of their instance ID. I do wonder, so we need to call initialize. Initialize, yeah. But it's initialized just once. Okay, then close handler, yeah. Okay, then next we will to a new class. Moves the moves the client instance mutex into a new class. Okay, so what we do is we call the client instance initialize. The client instance initialize. We say if not client instance initialize, then we do this here, right? This stuff, yeah. Otherwise we lock this here. Yeah. Okay, this should be good. Yeah. Then let's comment this here. The client instance. Okay, looks good. Okay. Client instance. Find window. I wonder though if this will work correctly. If we initialize now this thingy earlier somewhere else, then this seems not quite right. I think this here needs to be moved out as well. Yeah, this needs to be moved to win main. Yeah, in here. There we go. Oof. Find window. Let's create a const static const char get hold on. This general is good. Is it for use? Find window. How does this work? I have no idea how this works. How would it find? It can find a window by the mutex it owns? Is that right? Huh. Maybe it works. Maybe it doesn't. Okay, let's say get mutex name. Let's say get instance name. Instance name. Yeah. Const static. Get instance name. Yeah, and then here we return here at the bottom get instance name, and that will simply return the general's GUID. How about we just put it in here? Let's put it in here. Let's put the client instance here, and then we call this function. We call this function here. Get instance name here as well. Boom, done. Okay. General's good, okay. And then get instance name, that looks good. And then here in winmain we do RTS client instance get instance name. There we go. Boom. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That should work. Okay, cool. We got that. Then let's see if that compiles to begin with. No. Let's see. What is this bullshit? What the hell? Remove all instances. Okay, that looks good, yeah. Da-da-da. This BR removes all instances of the empty functions and the function definitions. Generals, minor factors. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this looks good. Milestone, code foundation. Yeah. Looks good. Almost all merged by rebase. Remove all instances. There's one call, 2 calls, 3 calls. Yeah, okay. Then we can just merge this guy, right? General 0 refactor minor. Yeah. How about we call it remove unused instances? Or remove useless instances. No, it doesn't matter. Remove all instances of that. Yeah. Okay. Remove this here. Okay. Okay. Okay, looks good. Merged. Delete. Boom. Okay. Milestone stability fixes. Frame data not ready. Okay. Next. Okay. Then let's get back here. We have some compile error. Yeah, let's see what it is. Ah, okay. That's fair. So we need to put the instance here. You can put it here at the bottom. Okay. remove this comment here. Okay. Okay, so we have a function to initialize it, then get the instance ID, get instance name. Okay, fantastic. Then that should compile, yeah. And then next step is we need to we can clean up all this. Yeah. Client instance mutex now lives in its own class. Create generals mutex. Okay. Okay, what do we do next? We need to now make sure that the let me see. Here, enable fake IP. So we need to rename this to RTS multi-instance. Multi-instance, yeah. All right, multi-instance. Okay, so we do our name concat instance ID. Okay, so here we will include game client client instance, and then we remove this guy, and then I wonder if we should change the way this works. And every time it requests the instance ID, it will also do initialize. Let me think. Let me move this guy here. Mutex. Get instance ID. Yeah. How about we do how about we create a new function bool is initialized const. Yeah. We take this guy. We move it in here. Here. Client instance. Put it here. Here. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, then here we do debug, assert crash, assert log, debug assert log. We do mutex handler is not null. Client instance mutex handler is null. Then we do is initialized. Return is not null. Okay. And then we say if not is initialized, client and is initialized fails. There we go. There we go. Okay. Then we call this guy here. If is initialized, return true. Very good. Okay, this looks good. Then we need to remove this guy. Then we go to, we search for all occurrences of this guy. Then we go to game text. Here we do, we could also, make it all static, right? Client instance. We could also make all these we could make everything static in here actually. Then we won't need this here. Yeah. Yeah. Because we only ever expect to use it once, right? We don't expect to use it twice. Yeah. Yeah. So we could actually make it static entirely. Yeah. Static. Then we remove this here. We make everything static. There we go. Doesn't need to be const anymore. Then initialize Yeah, we remove these guys. And we take these guys. And we put it up here. Then we do a mutex handle is null. Instance ID is 0. Then we delete this guy. Okay. Then initialize s. All right. S. Remove this guy. Move this, that. Okay. Then we go back to win main. Then here we say RTS, the client instance initialize. There we go. Then we go to game text and we do RTS, client instance, get instance ID. There we go. Let's put a breakpoint in here. Okay. Our name A. Said it twice. Jesus Christ. Pfft. Okay. Okay, then TS Okay, so the client okay, good. So mutex handle blah blah. Okay. Okay. Multi-instance. Okay, so we do the RTS. Let me go up here. Game client. Client instance.h. RTS. Client instance. Get instance ID. Okay. Adjust replay name and multiple instances run on the same machine. The question is get instance ID. Adjust replay name and multiple instances run on the same machine. How about yeah. How about we do if instance ID is larger than 0, only then we append. So yeah. Adjust replay name when multiple instances run on the same machine. Yeah. Then we can remove this condition here. Okay. RTS multi-instance. RTS multi-instance. This fake IP. I think we don't need that, right? But we do need this here. Yeah. Okay. So debug init. Okay. I think here we also need to include game client client instance.h, and then we need to call here debug flags equals 0. Huh? I see. Good. Then here we do the main thread ID if def debug logging. Then here we do RTS client instance initialize. There we go. Debug debug initialization can happen very early. Initialize the client instance now. Okay, and then we say here if the same RTS client instance instance ID, if that is larger than 0u, then we append this thing. Yeah. Instance ID. There we go. Let's put it here into scope. There we go. Or maybe we don't need to put it in the scope. Let's keep it compact. Okay. Then we have the same condition here. And here. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay. And then let's put a breakpoint here. Okay. And then this one I think we can remove. Yeah, we don't need that garbage. Yeah, okay. So it's gone. Okay, client instance. This one we need to keep. This one, I think this one we can. I think here we can also remove this guy. We also only say on the second instance, same story. Yeah. We say if this is larger than 0, then we append this garbage. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay. And recorder already served. Fantastic. 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 Okay. I think that looks good. Yeah. Unicode format. How about cat format instance ID? Okay, I think that's good enough. Yeah. Okay, let's see if that compiles. It does. It does. Okay, cool. Then win main. I'll make it compact here. Okay, cool. Then let's see if it looks visually all right. Yeah, let's see. So here we added the new files, unique number for each local client instance. This one we can revert again. We don't use that anymore. Same as this one, yeah. Okay, so we added a new client instance. Perfect. Yeah. Game text. Here we can remove this garbage. Yeah. Win main. Remove this guy. Yeah. There we go. Okay, here's a massive refactor here. Let me go down here. Looks like we want to remove this. General's mutex, okay. Looks like we also want to remove one of the blank spaces here. Yeah. Looks like we actually do want a space here because that's what the original had. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this looks good. Game text looks good. This is new. Debug. I don't know what's going on here. Let's reset this guy. Here we call initialize. Here we do the pending. Yeah, blah, blah. Okay, recorder. Looks good. SK string file name. Return last file name, return file name. Yeah, looks good. Okay, looks pretty straightforward. Let's see if it actually works all right. Yeah. So we will first need to we changed the debug file, so now it recompiles everything. Good. So then let me see this here. Merge branch. Okay. Synchronize. Okay. So this will fail at the moment till it's merged. Yeah. Game audio. Sample null. Okay, so this looks good. Yeah. That's some wild finding here. Okay. Okay. Let me ask, can we merge this with squash? I think it mentions merge by rebase, but to me it looks like it can be squashed. There's no need to have 3 commits for this, I think. Yeah. Okay, so this one has compiled, most excellent. Then let me run this. Actually, hold on. Install. Yeah. Okay. Then we launch one instance. So that the regular instance should create. Doesn't launch. Okay, that's not a good start. Okay, looks like we broke it. Let's put a breakpoint in here. Okay, so initialize is called here. Let's see. Yeah, while true. Okay. Oof. 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 Read. Wow. Okay. Well, that's. Aha. Because we want to allocate the string. Oh. Oh. Wow. Okay. Wow. Dang. Okay. Okay. Well, looks like we're not allowed to use ASCII string here. Then let's do char buff. Let's GUID str. How long is this str thingy? 24, 36, 36, 36. Okay. 36, and let's do 64. It's good enough. Let's do 64. It's good. Okay, then we do GUID, we do str copy destination source. There we go. Get instance name. Hold on. Okay, then we do this char 33. 10. Then we do GUID, the str cat. What did we? Okay. str cat. It's not very efficient here what we're doing, but okay. And then we do str cat. Yeah. The problem with this approach is this str cat. It looks kind of innocent, but every time it does that, it has to strlen that thingy, right? So it's not very efficient. Okay, so id str. Okay, str cat looks good. And then create mutex, GUID str. There we go. But okay, I mean, it can be maybe improved some other time with a std string, right? Yeah. Actually, why don't we use the std string here? It's a good question. std string str GUID str equals that. Maybe, hold on, maybe that will fail as well. Let me try, let's comment this here out. Yeah. Let's do std string GUID str equals get instance name. There we go. And then we do here GUID str dot append that, and then maybe we can do like this append. I think it needs to be push back, and then GUID str dot append id str. There we go. Okay. And then this dot cstr. The question is, will this work? Let's put a breakpoint here. It seems it fails on allocation. Maybe because the memory manager is not yet initialized here. Let's see. So it steps in here. There we go. Oh, that actually works. Okay, that's cool. Break, return true. Okay, excellent. Okay, so that works. Why don't we use std string here as well? I mean, this is really quite remarkable bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. Mixed path. Oof. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Maybe don't change too much for now. Good. I think that's fine enough. Yeah. Okay. So this has basically now created the log file. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. And now this one should also succeed. Initialize, true. Yeah. Fantastic. And then it goes down here. Okay, that's good. Fantastic. So the game should launch, maybe? There we go. Yeah. Okay, so we have now our first instance. Now let's launch the other one. And this should have a different name now here. Yeah, instance ID 1. There we go. So the first instance, it doesn't reveal that it has an instance, but the other one does. Yeah. Instance ID 1. Yeah. I wonder. Instance ID. Yeah. 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 I think that's good enough. And so if we now start a skirmish, yeah, we start a skirmish. So first of all, we should have two logs now, right? We have this one and this one, yeah, and both are being written too. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, and now in regards to replays, we should have two files then. Replace here. Let me delete all these here. Yeah. Then let's start a match on both. So here the first one, ignore please, yes. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we have two instances running and we have two replays being written. No? Aha. It is written, okay. Both replays are written, yeah. So this one belongs to the master instance, the 0 instance with a regular name. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, cool. That works. That works. Yeah. For some reason, this replay is not growing anymore. This one here. It's not growing. The other one is. Why is that? Maybe it's just not writing out yet. Let's take some units here. Oof. And attack. Oof. Debug is really slow. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. The lag. Debug is really slow. My gosh. Okay, I'm a bit curious why this file is not writing out anymore. The other one is writing. What's wrong? Yeah. Burton is doing his best here. Oh, Overlord is coming for the crush. Oh boy. Oh, the Burton, it's a move. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Poor Burton. Let's get the ambulance here. Yeah. So the sniper, since I saw earlier post about the Pathfinder. Let me get some Pathfinder here. Okay, so he's stealthed, yeah? Now he's moving and he's not stealthed. But when he shoots, he's also stealthed. So why did DM Green claim that the sniper is not stealthed when shooting? He is stealthed. Right? But clearly he's stealthed while shooting. Good. So somehow this one replay is not writing out anymore. Why not? Why not? Let me start another one. Exit game. Let me launch a simpler match on Bitter Winter. There. Okay. So the first one is writing out, but the second one hits an assert. Yeah. The first one is writing out. Why is this not writing out? What is wrong here? Oh, it is writing out. But somehow Windows... Whoa, wow. It is writing out. But somehow... Windows Explorer is not updating. Okay, well, never mind then. Oh, wow. We're getting stomped here. Oof. 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 Okay, well, looks like it works then. No? Yeah. Okay, we have been defeated. Clearly defeated. Let's build here power. Let's try to win here. No. USA never lose. We have a lot of cash. Let's build some tanks. Yeah. Strategy center. I'm a bit scared. Yeah. bit scared. Oh, there he comes. Oh boy. Oh, he got the Rangers. Uh-oh. Let's crush them. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that was good defense. Very professional. Let's get the search and destroy. And let's get another war factory here. Oh shit. Getting attacked. The command center is good. It allows it's a good tank shield, right? Very professional. It baits the enemy, and then we just defend easily. Okay, let's spam a lot of tanks and Humvees, yeah, and let's crush that noob. Look at this. Look how good we are. So good, so good. Oh, you built the Paladin tanks, but we don't care. Whoa, whoa, back. Oh, he got the missile guys in there. Whoa, what a micromaster. AI is so intelligent. Let me get here the special training and the composite armor. There's more attack, but I really like my tactic here. It's really professional against this medium AI here. Very, very good. Okay, let's defend a few more waves and then we make a really big push. There. So far, really professional defense here. Maybe we need to explore a few more resources here. Let's drive over here sneakily with our dozer. Oh, dozer is being hunted here. I'm a bit scared though. Oh, the problem is this Humvee will probably see our units, but it's okay. We will make a push now and kill. We will kill the enemy now. I think we have a good force. Yeah, looks like a really good force. Yeah. Okay, let's wait for our Crusaders. Push with them. I think the composite armor and the special training should really make a difference here. No, look at this. What a beautiful force. Such a beautiful force. Oh, assertion failure. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, the enemy is not sleeping here, sending a lot of troops. Well, it's okay. We have a lot of Humvees to take care of this mess. Let's just drive up here. Yeah, so far so good. Very good. Let's ignore here the problems. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Really good micromanagement here. Very good. Very professional. Oof. Yeah, I think the AI is really shocked about my skill here. Really shocked. Look at this. Crusader tank is really doing a fantastic job here. Absolutely uber micro. Yeah, this is outrageous skill here. Boah. Oh, I lost a Crusader. Yeah. Looks very, very good. Very, very good. Very, very good. Yeah, let's kill the power. Let's just put a guard mode here. And here as well. There we go. There we go. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Total dominance. Yeah. Wow. The Crusader tanks have a rough time here against those Rangers, I realize. Yeah. But it's okay. They're struggling. AI is struggling here. Doesn't have much left. Oh, it's very professional. He's struggling and is still alive. Huh. Where's the space? Here? Oh, look at this. So sneaky. So sneaky. Whoa. Wow. Wow. Ah, that is absolutely professional carnage. Very, very glorious. Okay, cool. So we have two replays being written out and fantastic, fantastic. Okay, I think this works very beautifully. So let me take this garbage here, there. Let's see, one more look here. RTS multi-instance, yeah. So the STD string thingy worked. So let me go back to client instance, yeah. Then we can remove this guy here, and then we remove that. There we go. All right. Here we can move that. Let me test real quick here if 0. Let's see if the other one would compile. Let me quit this here. Exit. Yeah. Get instance name. I don't know why IntelliSense doesn't show me this here properly, but I assume this works. Good. Good. Then we take this guy. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, looks good. Okay. Game text, instance ID. Here, format, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I think for now we can probably write this a bit simpler. For now, I would just say we do here minus this, and we remove this like this. Is simpler. And then, yeah. Format our name. Let's call it instance str. Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. Debug multi-instance. Okay, and if we have a, if we disable, the multi-instance, multi-instance is only used here now, right? Let me see, just this one. Yeah. So if we put this to 0 and we compile, then we should not be able to run multiple instances, right? Let me see. But then there will be a problem, right? If we start a second instance. I think debug, we need to say if it cannot initialize, debugging can happen very early initially. Get module file name. the log file if open. This one will fail. The one log open. Right. Because another instance will already be opened. So I think what we actually should do here, we should say if not initialize, then return. Yeah, let me run it like this. Yeah. So we run one client. Yeah. And then we put a breakpoint in here. Yeah. And so if we launch now the second client, this one should fail. Yeah. Let me go here and put a breakpoint. I already have, yeah. So this will now fail because we cannot open the second instance. So we should not like mess with the existing log, right? I mean, this would fail anyway. Maybe, how about, yeah, let's just keep on testing for now. Okay, so what happens now? Okay, and then it reaches here. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Let me put here though another message. Debug log. Let's do debug assert crash. Debug. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Just return. Just return. Yeah. Just return. That should be fine. Okay. Okay, cool. Then I think that is fine. Debug. Yeah, stage this. And we reset this. All right. Okay. Then this one will be implement implement multi-instance support for the game client. Multi-instance support. Implement multi-instance support for the game client. Debug multi-instance support for the game client. Debug multi-instance support. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think that's good. Then let's commit this guy. Commit. Okay. Then we push this guy. There we go. All right. Can execute this change in one. Okay. Then let me rename this guy. What does it actually? Does it write any? Union, okay. Let's say unify code of game audio and Miles audio. Unify code of game audio and Miles audio. Miles audio, game audio, Miles audio manager. Unify code of game audio, Miles audio manager. Yeah. Okay. Adjusted the title of this change. Okay, then let me this one. Okay, so let me see. Author Helmut. Good. So relates to that. This change adds multi-instance support. So right now this is only 0 hour. To do replicate in generals. This change adds multi-instance support for debug and testing. This adds multi-instance support testing. It's by the way, did I actually test it now correctly? Hold on. Debug instance. If we do 0 here and we compile, this change adds multi-instance support for debug and testing. For debugging and testing. In CMake, there's a new compile. There's a new option. Adds multi-instance support for accessible in CMake with the RTS debug multi-instance option is turned off by default. When turned off, the game behaves as it normally the game behaves as usual. When turned on, the game client will do the following. More than one generals client can be launched. 2, the second to n clients, second to, let's 2 to n clients will have their instance ID printed in the game window, game window title. To N clients will have debug logs named that probably I wonder if there are more things that would need this instance ID added. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. And two N clients will have debug. I say the instance ID will be appended to the game window title for end-to-end clients. The instance ID will be appended to the log names for end-to-end clients. And there was something else, right? There was something else. Recorder, game text, replay, right? Replay. I think it needs to be added to more places, like what about game saves? Instance. It is turned off by default. When turned off, the game behaves as usual. When turned on, the game client will do the following. More than one game client can be launched. The instance ID will be appended to the game title for 2 to N clients. For 2 to N clients. For clients to N. 2 to N. Yeah. For the instance ID will be appended to the replay names for clients to N. I wonder, what about campaign save games? Let me see. Save. This one. Save. I think this one also needs. Save. I'm not sure. Maybe it's fine. Let's leave it for now. Okay, this change adds multi-instance support for debugging and testing, accessible in CMake. It's turned off by default. When turned off, the game behaves as usual. When turned on, the game client will do the following. So we have this. Let me launch the first client. Okay, let me launch the second client. Okay, and this one should fail now. Yep. And so it will quit. Okay, excellent. Okay, so this works as advertised. Replicate in generals. This change adds multi-instance support for debugging and testing, accessible in CMake with the RTS debug multi-instance option. It is turned off by default. When turned off, the game behaves as usual. When turned on, the game client will do the following. Or let's say game client can do the following. The game clients can do the following. More than one game client can be launched. The instance ID will be appended to the game window tile for clients 2N. Log names, log file names, replay file names. Yeah. Okay, so this is project milestone. Labels, debug, major, yeah, debug major. I think that's good enough. It's turned off by default. When turned off, the game behaves as usual. When turned on, the game clients can do the following. Implement debug multi-instance. Implement debug. Implement debug. Implement multi-instance support for the game client. Yeah. Maybe maybe we should be a bit more clear about what this actually means. How about we search for get instance ID? And here we say instance. Then it's a bit more clear, right, what this means. Instance. Oops. Maybe we just call it instance. 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 Then it basically will look like this. Instance 1. Yeah, I think it makes it a bit more visible. Yeah. It's a bit long, isn't it? Instance. Maybe we say number, NO. Or inst. I'm not sure. Maybe it's fine the way it is. instance. Not sure. I think there's instance. I think it makes sense that it's a bit more obvious what the difference is. Otherwise, it could be looking a little bit too sneaky. Yeah. Instance, instance. Yeah. Let's go with this for now. Okay. 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 All right. Push it. There we go. Okay, cool. Instance ID, where you pin it, replicate in generals, debug major, okay. Do Helmut, create pull request. Okay. Okay, cool. I don't think it's necessary here to add this comment, right? It's kind of self-explanatory. Yeah. Let me remove that. No, it's not finding it there. Let me take this here. There we go. All right, push. All right. All right, refresh. Okay, cool. After this, we can do fake IP stuff. Okay, cool. Then rebased with main, so good to go. Okay. All right. Then I will take a break here. It has been 3 hours exactly. Then I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.